Hey guys, Bigfoot here. Well, I'm not gonna have a lot of time after work again today, so I was taking a piece of equipment back to the rental center, and I noticed all these awesome things growing right here, and this happens to be my favorite survival food, and that's the cattail. And the cattail is awesome because it's got lots of starch, it's got a little bit of protein, a few calories. It's a really good plant to know and to have around. So I'm going to pick a few of these cattail roots and the young shoots. The young shoots are really good. They got a cucumber-like taste. The roots are amazing. So I'm going to pick some and we'll take them home and cook them, and I'll show you what that's like. And if you got some cattails near you, I would recommend going out, picking some, and trying them. All right, we'll pick some of these. Get the whole root. They make a squeaky noise when they come out. And that is what we're looking for right there, those long tubers. All right, well, we've got a bundle of cattail roots and shoots, and so I'm gonna have a really nice dinner tonight. All right, we'll see you in the kitchen. Bigfoot out. All right, guys, well, we made it home. I'm gonna wash off our cattail roots here, and I'm actually going to save some of the leaves because I can make awesome cordage with it later on when I get done with this series and I do some more bushcrafting stuff. But I'm going to rinse these off, and then we'll take them inside and process them. All right, well, we got all of our leaves cleaned out, and our little bit of roots that we got are clean. And the cool thing about cattails is this part is actually edible raw, cooked, and it's actually pretty good. Got a cucumber taste. I'm gonna boil them, so yeah, they're actually pretty good. And so for the cordage, I'm not gonna save the entire leaf. I might dry these out and make a basket with them or something. But for the cordage, I'm just gonna take, it might be hard to see, but this little part here, I don't know what you call that, but it's like a whole separate little piece, and they just come off like that. And that right there is gonna make some nice cordage making materials for fine cordage, like fishing line, you know, basket weaving, things like that. And so I'll just go ahead and take those off of each of these and save them for later on. They just come right off like that. And then I'll take these, and I just go down to about right where it starts to bend like that, and I'll cut just a little bit beyond that. So that's the part I'm gonna boil. Like that, and those are good. And then these, I'm gonna dry these out and try to make a basket with them. Cattail really is one of the most amazing survival plants there is. Not just for survival, but just really good for to eat. Good for you. It's got a little bit of everything in it. It seems like a lot of vitamin K. You always got to be thinking ahead So, you know, in a real life situation, in a survival situation, if you had cattails around, you would most definitely want to be doing what I'm doing to make cordage. Now I'm just gonna keep this part because I already took out the center shoot, so I'll just cut this right here, and this can go in the basket material pile, and this will go inside with this. So same thing, just cut this down here. I'm pretty excited about this meal. It's gonna be a good meal here. Rinse the shoots with cold water, and now rinse the roots. All right, so we've rinsed our cattail roots and shoots off, and this is going to be a nice sized meal. Look at all that. That's a nice bunch of starch, a little bit of protein, some calories. That's going to be pretty good. That's probably going to even taste better than that squawfish that I had for breakfast this morning, which actually I was very surprised at it. I was really surprised at it. So I might lose some friends over that for eating a squawfish, but I don't care. I'll eat anything. I might even eat it twice. So I'm going to throw these in the oven on 350 for a little while. All right, so I'll throw these hardier roots in the pot right now because they take longer to cook. And then once the water gets cooking, boiling a little bit, and whatnot, we'll cut these up into smaller chunks and we'll throw them in there also. And this is going to be a nice meal. I love cattail. I can't say enough how much I love cattail. I'm excited about those. All right, well, we'll come back in a little bit once these are boiling, and yeah. All right, we'll see you then. Okay. Our roots are boiling here, and they've been boiling for 5 or so minutes. And so I'll go ahead and put some of these in. Cattail shoots are also really good pickled, and maybe we'll do a video about that later on next month or something. But all right, we'll let that cook. All right, so we got a couple roasted cattail roots here. I'm going to show you how to make flour with them. So I started on this one, but I'm just going to do this. You can use water and other methods, but this is the fastest way to do it. Just essentially just all you're doing is scraping out all the starch. I just like to take them like this and split them in half, and then that right there, that is the flour right there they get from cattails. Actually makes a really tasty flour. If I get some more of these, I'll make enough to where I can make a cake of sorts or something. And not like a sweet cake, but like a dandelion cake, or maybe even like a fish cake. Yep, so we've done scraped our cattails, and here's what we got. There's some fibers in there. But I'm going to go ahead and put this back on the baking sheet here, right here. And I'm going to dry it out a little more. And I'm going to put the oven on just warm. and I don't want it to cook. I just want it to dry and make us some flour. The cool thing about this peeling that's on the outside of the root after you scrape it is these fibers are also really good to twist into cordage. The whole entire cattail plant is just awesome, but yeah, you can, if you needed it. The skin on the outside of the cattail root is really good for cordage. It's really fibrous, and so it makes a really nice bit of cordage. And yeah, there it is. Nice little piece of cordage. This is the cattail after it's been drying in the oven. You can do it in the sun or whatever, but when I get these fibers out, I just kind of go, twist it back and forth in my hands, crunch it up a little bit, and that'll knock the flour loose. The cool thing about when you're done with this, after you got flour separated, cattail flour is good, and it's almost kind of naturally sweet as it is, and these fibers are fine. I don't mind even if this is in my flour. That's good, but what you can do with these fibers, instead of tossing them out, what I like to do with them is, so you can save these. You see how fibrous those are? Look at that. Super duper flammable, good tinder. I'm gonna put it in this glass bowl and we'll collect it up over the next day or so. There it is. About a half a tablespoon or so, somewhere in there, of nice flour. And yeah, I love cattails. You can use pretty much every part of the plant. They're amazing. Okay, well, now that we've done making the flour, my my dinner's done. So let me show you that. There it is. My cattail shoots and roots. Shoots and roots. Maybe that'd be the name of this video. And I'll put it in this clear bowl again. Alright, let's go eat it. So first here's one of the boiled shoots. Really yummy. When they're boiled, they're almost like artichoke heart. Super good. Well, the roots really turn this water brown. Here's the root. Oh man, those are so much better than what I had yesterday. Not that what I had yesterday for dinner was bad or anything. It just wasn't near as good as this. Yum. And the roots got lots of fibers, as you saw when I was making the flour. But pretty much what I do is I bite down with my front teeth and I just kind of pull all the starch out. Oh my gosh. And definitely this is way, I mean, that fish I had for breakfast was pretty good, but this is way better. When they're real young, when the shoots are really young, you can just eat them whole. They just bite. They're good. But when they get just a little bit older, which these are just a little bit older, not much, the outside layer there gets a little bit tough. It's funny, I always say the best, whatever I like the most for last. Those shoots are really good, but man, these roots, some people like the shoots more, some people like the roots more. I love the roots. They really do remind me kind of artichoke heart. They got all the fibers inside. They just kind of I think the taste is similar to artichoke and maybe even taro or calo. Really good. I'm gonna go rinse my hands off. Drink some of this juice here. Oh man, the juice is good too. It's like it's a real mild juice, but it's good. And it was boiled, so I don't care about it's kind of dirty from the roots, but that's okay. Now, one thing I wanted to tell you, if you're watching, is that there is a poisonous cattail look-alike, and I just ate it. No, I'm just kidding. It's an iris. I don't remember the actual name of it, but I know it's an iris. And the difference is with the cattail, if you go down to the base of the cattail plant, it's round. You saw the shoots that we were eating. The iris is more flat, and it doesn't have the hot dog on the top. So if you're trying to identify some cattails, you're not sure, look for the round stalk in the bottom where the leaves kind of go down to and connect. And also look for old cattail heads on the top when they're all fluffed out with the white fluffiness. And then just, pick right there. But whatever you do, don't, if you don't know, or if you're worried, then don't even do it. It's not worth getting sick, or even worse, having to go to the hospital or something. But, all right, well, that was our cattail dinner, and so we'll catch you guys next time. This is Bigfoot. You guys have a great evening. Out.